Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. Naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Caught on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Xander Horvath
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense.
Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Jones on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A little juke. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Jones. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 24, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Full connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Roll out on the road.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Miami Dolphins who are moving on as they knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Stevenson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Herbert's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
So now Jones and the Patriots down by 12, 27 seconds to go.
It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Pass complete to Harris. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Here's Jones.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Jones.
Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.